Okay, for the purpose of the tape, my name is Kevin Elegbe. I am working for the Department of Refugees and Displaced Persons. The interviewee has asked for this interview to be recorded. Can I see some ID, please? Your date of birth?
7th of the 8th, 2012.
Okay. Now it is important that you tell me everything, okay? All of your story. Even if it ends up being traumatic for you, you need to explain everything.
Okay.
You understand why you are here?
Yes.
You also understand that you have been detained because you have been in the country illegally?
Yes.
Okay. When you was detained with your family. How many persons is that, please?
3, me, my husband and my daughter.
Right. I'll be asking you a series of questions. I just want yes, no answers. Okay?
Yes.
Right. Do you have legal immigration status in any third country?
No.
Have you or anyone in your family ever been convicted of criminal offense?
No.
Are you wanted for crimes against humanity or any war crimes?
No.
Have you or anyone in your family ever been part of a terrorist organization?
No.
Have you or your family been persecuted because of your religion or social or political views?
No.
Are you and your family fleeing for civil war?
No.
No violence or genocide, anything like that?
No.
Have you and your family ever been displaced by slow onset climate events?
Yes. Storm surge and coastal erosion.
Okay. Rapid onset loss and damage. Right. Can you tell me, in your own words, how you and your family came to the UK? Okay, maybe we should try something a little bit more easier. Can you tell me where you were born?
The Isle of Grain.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Grain.
As in a grain of rice?
Yes, the Isle of Grain.
Okay. Can you tell me, what was it like then, living on this island of grain?
Hard. The weather, in the winter, there was lots of floods and storms. And in the summer, we'd have heat waves, so hot. People started leaving the island, family, friends. Businesses were closing down.
For universal credit query, press 2. Please hold. You're in a queue, and your call will be answered as soon as possible.
We lost our jobs. My husband was an accountant, I worked in HR. Our company couldn't stay on the island anymore.
Sorry to keep you waiting. All our lines are busy at the moment.
I worked in a shop and in a laundrette. My husband did a bit of labour and a bit of farm work, but it wasn't regular work. So we'd barely have enough money to pay for food and to pay our bills.
Climate talks now entering their second week in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Pressure is growing on the US and the UK to host greater numbers of climate refugees.
My daughter had to change schools. She went to about 4 different primary schools, and then the secondary school that closed down, so she had to go to one in the centre, just like an hour away. Schools didn't have the children. all the teachers. Everyone was just leaving. We owned our house. We'd paid the mortgage off 5 years before. It was a mile from the sea. But due to the coastal erosion, it got closer and closer to the sea. Why have you got to be so negative?
Not being negative. Being realistic. We've got a house falling down around us that we can't sell and we can't insure. So the next storm that comes inside, we're done anyway.
It could be a long time before the sea comes all the way up to the house.
Yeah, it could be. Or it could be next month. It could be next storm. And then what?
This is our home.
It was our home. It's not anymore.
It still is.
It isn't. We're not living here. We're surviving here. Everyone we know has either left or is leaving. So why are we waiting like we know something they don't?
And what about Daniella?
What about Daniella? She goes to lessons with, what, the other 3 kids that are still stupid enough to be here. All her friends have gone. We're never around. Doing shift work that barely puts the basics on our table. This isn't living, Kaara.
I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. But I don't want to stay and wait and see what happens if we do.
So where are we supposed to go?
I don't know.
And with what money?
I don't know. I just know we shouldn't stay.
We wished for our daughter a life without worry. But we knew one day that the water would come and that there was nothing that we could do to stop it. I did not know how to tell her that we had to leave. I struggled to hide my sadness from her. I didn't think I had the strength to begin again. I longed for home, even though we were still there. Everything was strange, different, and changed. It was like our future had been washed away.
Come over here, look at this.
Did you come up with any kind of solution to help your situation?
I've got to work Thursday, Friday, and I think I'm doing a half shift Sunday.
I'm working Friday, so Daniella will have to be on her own for a little bit.
I don't want to keep doing all these shifts.
And the alternative is?
I know, but what about seasonal work
That's what we're already doing.
in England? It's a couple of months, maybe at a time. I'd be earning double what I earn here. It's the same work, but you get paid twice as much.
You might not have much choice soon anyway. Our shifts keep getting cut.
Well, exactly, there you go.
Just we'll look at the application.
Yeah.
In the end, who left? Was it you or your husband?
Neither of us. He was displaced before he was able to apply.
So, I'm sorry, what has this got to do with your displacement then?
Because we had to leave because of the storm.
Okay, so you are telling me that it was the storm. That is the reason for your displacement.
Yes.
Were you in your house when this storm happened?
Another storm is sweeping across the North Sea. This one is called Storm
Another
Albert,
storm?
and it has already
It's
knocked...
fine, don't worry about that. Yeah, I'll take this in. I'll be in a minute.
What's up with that?
I think you need to go and check the news.
Why?
knocked out power for thousands of people in Norway and Sweden. Expected to be a severe threat to human life, forecasters are predicting storm surges and hurricane-force winds with gusts of up to 100.
Coats and shoes on. Come on. Daniella, change your bottoms as well.
Have they called?
Not yet.
Widespread mandatory evacuation orders already in place in the northern and eastern regions of the island. It now looks like evacuation orders will be put in place for the coastal communities south. The northeast of England was the first to be hit earlier today, and you can see Albert's progress up until this evening towards the end of the rain.
Daniella, can you catch your voucher?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Attention, this is not a test. A mandatory evacuation order has been put in place for your area. Storm Albert is expected to make landfall within the next 24 hours and poses a severe threat to human life. You are required to leave the area immediately. You must leave immediately. Please evacuate immediately. This is not a test. Please evacuate immediately. This is not a test.
it's really as the isobars squeeze here across the north and the east of Grain that we're going to see damaging gusts of wind and dangerous conditions with very large waves. As the storm system continues to track southwards, well, the winds will be picking up for everybody.
The next day, one of the wardens come and told us that our house had been washed away.
Do you have any photographic evidence, any official documents to say that your house had been destroyed?
No. We'd left the area before we could get the report from the Environmental Agency.
You didn't want to go back and see it?
It wasn't safe to go back. There's nothing left either.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You didn't go back. You have no official documents. You didn't stay with any family members or any friends?
My parents are dead. My husband's family moved off the island a long time ago.
Couldn't go and stay with them?
We wasn't able to get visas. There's a strict policy of no family reunification.
What happened next?
In our home, 1,000 things mark the passing of our lives together. It was our shelter. It was the only home that we knew as a family. I kept trying to remember where everything was. The things that were important. Felt like I'd left part of myself in that house. We stayed in the shelter for another 3 days, and then they told us we'd have to move to temporary accommodation. Leave it alone. Can you see? Some there as well.
What?
What is that? What is it? Showing it's really itchy.
Alright, well, yeah, don't touch it.
What is it?
Alright,
Sore.
don't just get out of bed, alright? I'm waiting in the front room, darling. Get out too. Get.
After the storm, there was little work. So many more people were forced to leave the island. What little we earned only lasted days. Could not save or make plans. We were trapped with no way to rebuild our lives. I felt like I'd failed my daughter. I'd not safeguarded her future. I thought that we would live like this forever. I saw that my husband was working harder than ever before. But he spent more time looking for work than earning money. And we knew that if we wanted to start again, we couldn't stay in the caravan. So we decided to apply for a visa for my husband to work abroad. We put in the application.
Rain, occasionally gale 8, decreasing 4 or 5, and back
And then we waited.
southwesterly for a time. Wintry showers, rain later.
Was your husband's application successful?
Christ!
He sent a message. It's in your emails.
You didn't think you could tell me earlier?
Well, what did you want me to do? Come and find you at work?
Craig, so I can't support myself when I'm there. So I can't support you when we're here, and then I can't support myself when I'm there. Then what are we supposed to do? Just stay here.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, but you didn't want it, did you?
I sat there and helped you fill the application form in.
Yeah, brilliant. That not good, that did.
You obviously weren't good enough. That's why you didn't get it.
Oh, look at that. That's you, that is. Her talking, but you saying it.
Makes you feel better, blame me. Don't change that though, does it? Doesn't change the outcome.
Yeah. Still the outcome you wanted, though, isn't it? That's what you wanted.
I don't need to listen to
Yeah,
this.
brilliant. Same as always. do you want me to do?
What part of the audio do you not understand? I don't get to speak to you.
I've been talking to a couple of the blokes around the park.
Yeah.
About going to England.
We've already spoke about this. We tried. It got rejected.
I know. The other way.
What other way?
Men with boats we can pay to take us.
No. You can't guarantee our safety. You can't. And you can't make promises like that.
Can't guarantee your safety here. Can't promise you anything here.
I'll think about it.
Do.
I'm not promising you nothing.
I'm not asking you.
Feels like you've already had time to think about it, so...
And you haven't.
No. No, I haven't.
Then just give it a bit of time.
Okay. I'll think about it. I'll see you later.
Good afternoon. So let's stay with that breaking news. A number of migrants have drowned in the English Channel as they tried to make the crossing from the Isle of Grain to the UK. Let's go straight to the newsroom now and join GBC's Aisha Masood, who's following the story as details emerge.
You know we can't go home. So, we think we should leave.
Leave the island?
However, we have seen big numbers recently. I think
We haven't really got a choice. We're not going to get an education if we stay here. So how are we getting there then?
By boat?
A boat?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Do you know how dangerous that is?
Yes. I know it sounds really scary, but it's not.
You always used to say how stupid people are and how dangerous it was to take your children.
I know I did.
Now you expect us to do it.
I know. But this is what we've got to do, all right? And you know me and your mum just want what's best.
I don't believe it. I don't believe you had no other choice. Like you said yourself, you had a roof over your head. Huh? You had money. Why didn't you stay?
Because we had no future. I felt trapped. We was barely struggling to survive, and things were only going to get worse.
Cost is £4,000 per person. How many people?
There's 3 of us.
So you have £12,000.
No.
Then there's nothing I can do.
We have 800. Could we work the rest of the debt off when we get to England?
We can arrange that. So you pay me The £800, we agree, and then within the week, you'll get a text. You need to be packed and ready to leave. Do you understand?
Yes, yeah. Hiya.
Hiya. Work alright?
Tiring.
There's some dinner in the oven. Come and sit with us.
Get your stuff in the bag. Put your jacket on. Just stuff them bits in that bag. You pick that one up. One's on your bag.
We didn't know for sure our lives would be better where we were going. But we knew if we stayed, things would just get worse. We started to believe the stories we told our daughter. that life would be easier here. I hoped that we'd be welcomed. I never thought I'd risk my daughter's life. But we could ever be so desperate. This was never meant to happen to our family. I wanted to believe that we could be safe here.
Windows stay shut, yeah? And the door's locked, all right? You stay in here, keep quiet, don't go out. If you go out, the police will pick you up. They'll nick you, they'll take you back where you come from. Stay in here, keep still, all right? I'll be back later, bring some food. The smugglers told us that we needed to wait. That we'd work until we'd paid off our debt. And then we would be free. My husband kept asking when he was going to start work.
He wanted us to start our new lives as soon as possible. But they didn't tell us anything. Everybody's reason for leaving their country was different. Some came because they had family here.
No, stop. I don't have to do anything, mate.
Because they spoke the language. Others came because they could not be themselves in their country. Because they had experienced violence. Most said that they'd come because the changing climate had made their lives harder in some way. By forcing them from their homes.
You don't ask me, I ask you, as and when.
By destroying their livelihoods. By creating conflict. Or by bankrupting their governments. But they all came because they wanted to be safe and rebuild their lives.
Where's my money? You're stealing from me. Where's my money? No, where's my money? How can you change the deal with my money here? Look, tell you what, I'll take you. Look, come on. Oh, you wait, sir. You control that woman of yours.
I will call the police!
Please don't give monkeys about you. I'll come back later. This ain't over.
This is your fault. You put her in danger. You promised us. You promised us you'd look after us. I'm not staying here.
Go where then?
Anywhere but here. I'll go to the police if I have to. We're not staying here.
You can't go. You can't go. You're safer here than outside, trust me. Dominic, you can't go.
What would you have done if you was not detained by the police?
I'd have phoned the police myself. I needed my daughter to be safe.
Would you like a break? You are entitled to a break.
Yes. Yeah.
purpose of the tape, we want to have a break from the interview. Why did you cross the border? Why did you cross the border? It's a simple question for a simple answer. You have broken the law. Never forget. Never forget. You are a liar. Look at you. Lying. Why? Why are you lying?
Stupid forms? That is what I think of your stupid forms. Yeah? That is what I think of your stupid forms. Your stupid interview? I don't want to be in your stupid interview. You don't believe me anyway, so what's the point?
Just want to help. Just want to help. Who are you? Who are you? What type of person are you? Make the suffering worse, you'll get through. Just tell your story and make the suffering worse, you'll get through. That's all you have to do. I'm sorry about the situation. All I want to do is help. I will do everything in my power to help you. Please. I'm sorry.
I'm not just a number. I'm not.
There's a better world out there. You'll make it. I am sure. Are you comfortable to proceed now?
Yes, yeah, I'm okay.
We've had a break, so we will now continue with the interview. So previously you told me you were detained by the police. What happened after you were detained? Okay. This artificial intelligence interrogator, did it grant you asylum?
It rejected it on the grounds that my answers were unsatisfactory. Took photographs of all of us and scanned our faces. and then we was taken into the detention centre.
You are growing, ain't ya? There we go. Nice. It's not quite contraband, but it is close. And well, I probably should just take it for compensation. I've been doing a lot of overtime. I've just found out they've cut all my overtime. Furious, the missus was. Make yourselves at home, we're going to be here a little while. Very nice, we've got all of my ponds. We do have running water and basic plumbing. So I don't want to see any messes on the floor, please. I can be your best friend in here if you give me a chance. So just be kind, drop your attitudes, you'll be fine. Take care.
Take your shoes off. With each day we spend here, my daughter is becoming more distant from us. She fades further away. Her childhood is being denied. Sometimes she struggles to speak. She just wants to stay in bed all day.
Daniella, come on. I know you can hear me, stop ignoring me.
They are wasting her childhood.
You're half an hour and then you've got your lesson. A little bit of support from you, please.
I don't see the harm, it's just a couple of hours in bed.
She has to get up for this
I don't have to
lesson.
make it into a big deal, she's fine. Oh,
Will you stop fighting?
We're not fighting.
Look what you've done now. Just leave it.
A couple of hours in bed isn't going to kill anyone.
It isn't just a couple of hours though. This past week all she's done is lay in bed.
Yeah.
She's not sleeping, she's not eating. Just asking for your support, that's it.
Right, you horrible lot. Up, up, up. Welcome. The day is beautiful and we are but young. Up you get. Come on, get down.
There is violence here,
When was the last time these were washed?
expressed not by blows or cuts, but through structure and procedure.
Smell coming off it. Can you smell that? Can you smell that? Oh, I don't think you...
They dehumanise us.
Sorry, did I say touch anything? Did I say touch anything? Please don't touch that.
Make us numb.
We've already got off to a really bad start this morning. Please don't touch that. You can sit back, that's fine. Sit back.
Make us wait.
Oh, okay. What's going on here? What are we having here? What's happening here?
So they can justify what they do to
I
us.
have to keep doing this. Well, I don't have to keep doing my job.
This isn't your job.
Please don't make me. Please don't make me. It's probably the best decision you made there. I mean, you demonstrate a level of intelligence I weren't really sure you were capable of there. That's very good. Now, sorry, if you don't mind, I will get back
They humiliate us in front of our
to my
child.
job. I'm doing my job. I don't just doss about. I don't just come in and try and take over places where I really don't belong. So we'll carry on, if it's all the same to you. Thank you so much. I thought I told you to leave that. I told you to leave that, didn't I?
Why don't they care for, love and protect us?
Oh, you will not start either.
Well, how long was you detained for?
5 months.
How did you find out about the resettlement scheme?
The lady who we shared our room with, she told us that families in our situations were more likely to be accepted onto the scheme.
How did you apply?
We had to fill in an online application.
So when did you find out that you was eligible for the interview?
3 days later.
The staff in the detention center, did you tell them? Did they help you with arrangements to get to the interview?
We know you know. When's the interview?
Why do you think I know? We've been through this plenty of times already, okay?
Because we've been waiting on a date?
Yep.
So when's the interview?
It's not something I can help you with right now, is it?
When's the interview, mate? When's the interview?
Are you deaf? Are you actually deaf? I'm just trying to do my job.
Why can't
and
you
you're
never
both
answer
here.
a question?
What do you mean? Why could... No. Okay.
When's the interview? He knows. He does know.
We can't prepare for an interview when we don't know when it is, mate. We can't leave here without the interview.
What makes you think we want to welcome people like you here if that's how you're going to behave? Okay? Now, I've done my best. I've done my absolute best with you to be civil. I've tried to get you through this for the sake of yourselves, for the sake of your little one.
Do you think we want to be here? That's why I was asking you.
Do you think I want you here? Don't you think it would be so much easier for me if you just popped off to whatever dirt hole you came from? Do you not think my life would be so much easier? I've really tried to be patient and nice, and this is all like, yeah, think of your daughter. Think of your daughter and what your behaviour's doing. It's disgusting. Good morning, everyone. Good to see we're all here, we're all present and correct. I just thought I'd come and tell you the good news. I've had main office on the phone, and I found out that your interview is going to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Good, isn't it?
What time tomorrow?
Don't know that. Let me just say it's tomorrow. We'll find out when it is. It's fine.
It doesn't give us much preparation time.
What else you going to be doing? What, sitting down and scribbling with her? You got nothing but preparation time. Go in there, have a bit of a chin wag. You've plenty of time to prepare. Come on, chin up. This is a good day. It's a good day, believe me.
I'm sorry that it took so long. I can assure you that it's not on our part. It's the English government. Look, I may not have been through what you have been through, but I understand. I've had conflict in my childhood. Me, my brother, my mother and my father, there was a drought. There was no food, and it led to conflict and war. We had rebels. They came to the village and, well, we had to leave. We hid in the bush for 10 days. We could only go out at night because that was the only time it was safe. We traveled and we crossed the border to a neighboring country. And they welcomed us with open arms. They gave us food, healthcare, money, just until we could get back on our feet. My father was a teacher. He was able to go back to teaching He became a headmaster and he saved money and sent me to the UK. I came here, got my degree. Well, here I am. You see, Africa has a culture of reciprocity. Something we wish England has, eh?
Does it get easier?
Oh, yes. Yes. See, once you are settled, you don't think about the past. You look forward to the future. Like I said, you will receive an email or a text tomorrow, just to let you know if you are successful or not. If your family is deemed worthy of support, you will receive financial and emotional support for 12 months, just until you are self-sufficient. You will also be given support for schooling and healthcare. Oh, and you will need to take a mental health or a medical screening also. Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah. I just wish we'd applied when we were still on the Isle of Grain. We wouldn't have had to go through all of this.
Look, I don't know what it would be, but what I can tell you is you have done the right thing.
Thank you for letting me tell my family's story.